have to stop Umbrella.
Show me your hands!
What the
Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon City. I think one word can fully describe this movie. Oof. Talk about trying to bite off more than they could chew, pun intended. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This movie follows the group of Leon S. Kennedy, Claire Redfield, her brother Chris, and the rest of the stars minus Barry for some reason, as some sort of viral outbreak is plaguing the town of Raccoon City. It attempts to smush the first RE game and its sequel and doesn't do so very well. Story beats don't mesh well, characters act very differently from what they should, and the cool creatures are barely seen. You get 2 Lisa Trevor scenes, 1 liquor, 1 dog, and that's about it. There's a handful of references which are nice. Some are actually funny, like Jill's sandwich, and one that was actually really surprising and cool to see, but strange in the context of this movie. I get that when adapting a video game to a film, creative choices have to be made to change things up, but this is a bit much. There's a lot changed. Both games were sizable and had enough set pieces to make their own full movie off of with the proper budget, so why they tried to smush both into one on a relatively measly budget of $25 million is hard to wrap my head around. I want to like this film more than the Anderson films, but at least those movies knew what they were, action. And while Welcome to Raccoon City tries its best to be a campy horror romp, it fails because the story is overly complicated. It's bloated with characters that just don't do much, and the pacing is too fast most of the time, and the fan service is there but doesn't lend itself well to anything good. I'm trying to understand who exactly this movie is for. Is it for the fans? The references and inclusions from the games like Lisa Trevor and The Orphanage point towards it, but the story and characters are so radically different that it's hard to see the fans liking this outside of reluctant exception because the Anderson films didn't care about them. Otherwise, the acting is decent, nothing to write home about. The effects, well, the zombies look good in my opinion. I like how we see one particular zombie progress throughout the first 3/4 of the film anyway. The main establishing settings look amazing when we see them. The police station lobby, awesome. 2 rooms of the mansion, hell yeah. And that's about it. The CG though is awful. Nothing looks real. Aside from one animatronic crow whose purpose I don't fully understand. Maybe it's another reference to Bear. The dog looks bad. The liquor looks bad. Again, shows how small the budget was. This, if it was going to smush the games together, really needed a rewrite, or some co-writers. It had one writer who doubled as the director, and man does it show. It's just a mess from start to finish, but is at least slightly entertaining, and of course, it has a mid-credit scene which definitely sets up a sequel. Just please focus on one game, and I have an idea for which game they will do, which, if they do, please don't mess it up, please. Embrace the camp. Go full balls to the wall crazy. It won't be scary, but it'll be a hell of a lot of fun, but it might need more of a budget for that particular game's bosses and creatures. Anyway, as it stands, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City gets a 4 out of 10 from me. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around for another one of these. This one, oh, it's bad. I recently got into Resident Evil. Well, I say recently, it wasn't within the past few years. And I enjoy them. I'm not a huge fan, but I enjoy them and I understand the characters and stuff. I feel like if this movie had just focused on Resident Evil 1 and put more of a budget towards making the giant monsters from that game, or even if it just focused on Resident Evil 2, which, would make sense. They just had the remake a couple years ago that was critically acclaimed. That would have been cool as well, but you would need more of a budget to get like Mr. X in there, things like that. And this film just doesn't have it, and it's such a shame. I hope the sequels make it better. I don't think they're gonna throw more money at it, because this one is not making back its budget, at least not in the first opening weekend. It's only, I think I got like 13 million. It's not good. But hopefully, we're definitely gonna get a sequel, so hopefully it's better. Anyway, let me know what else I should watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Have a great day, and if you're not, have a better one. See ya.